images now of the mortal remains emerging from inside the Chief of Defence Staff's residence now. They will be loaded onto that gun carriage, which has been laden with ceremonial flowers and adornments for that final journey by road from the Kamaraj venue to the Brar Square crematorium. Let's listen in to some sound from the ground. Looking at, ladies and gentlemen, is truly the final journey. This is the final journey, the last journey that General Rawat and Mrs. Rawat will be making as their mortal remains make their way from their Kamaraj residence to the Brar Square crematorium. General Malik, just to bring you in on these extremely sorrowful images, you've been a Chief of Army Staff, you've been a commander of men, sir. What would the mood be like in the military at this point of time, sir? We've seen so many thousands collecting outside the Chief of Defence Staff's residence as well. Give us a sense of what the men and women in uniform would be going through right now, sir.
Look, it's a sad day indeed for the three armed forces. Everybody, as I said, is quite shocked and numbed, but also carrying out their duties, whatever be the duties. And that is how the armed forces are, they are expected to do, which is what they are doing. But what is surprising for me today is the outpouring of the civilian public. It is amazing. I went to lay the wreath and to meet his daughter in his house. And then I come now close to Brar Square. It is amazing the kind of affection that the general public is showing. And it's a rare sight, frankly, and it is a rare kind of outpouring one sees for a senior army officer. So on one hand, one is proud that yes, it is not only the armed forces, but they also know and they have a lot of respect for the head of the family of the armed forces. That is what General Rawat was. So it is very touching. It makes you feel proud. It also makes you feel more responsible toward the nation and the national duty that the armed forces have got. And also it shows the love and affection people had for General and Mrs. Rawat. Indeed.
Truly, truly sad. General Malik, I know you are busy, so I'm going to let you go. Thank you very much for being with us on our coverage. We're going to focus now on these images. There is the gun carriage from the 8711 Field Battery that is now going to be taking the mortal remains of General Rawat and Mrs. Madhulika Rawat. Such a sad, sorrowful sight, but full of pride and honor for those who are there as they bid their final namastes, vanakkams to General Bipin Rawat and Mrs. Madhulika Rawat. You can see there's an Air Force band playing there. There are personnel from all three services who are there at this point of time. The gun carriage will be making a 1.5-hour journey from here and finally arriving at the Brar Square crematorium in central Delhi in about 1.5 hours. It will reach there at about 3:30 p.m. General Vij, these, heartbreaking images of the gun carriage, sir. We've seen them many times before. You certainly have. With the mortal remains of General and Mrs. Rawat now making their way from Delhi. What do these images mean in the military, sir? I had asked that question to General Malik as well. I'd like to ask you that question. What would the sentiment be in the military, rank and file, assembled there, watching this gun carriage roll past, sir? Okay, there's a bit of I think General Vij is traveling, he's in a car, so I think he's unable to hear me. General Vij, can you hear me, sir? Okay, we'll get back to him. I want to stay with these very, very compelling and heartbreaking images that are coming in from central Delhi. This is right outside the Chief of Defence Staff's residence, where he is now, along with his wife, Mrs. Madhulika Rawat, their remains being taken from their residence on that final journey to the Brar Square crematorium, which is in the Delhi cantonment area.